Dudes, we just got back from Kennedy Space Center and this is the first tropical thunderstorm that we've had, so I thought I'd come out and film another episode of Vlogmas and hopefully we can get some thunder and lightning. This is going to be quite challenging because I've already dropped this in the rain. It's called Abracadabra and it's from A Bug's Life. Manny was not at his best, Gypsy could tell. Already that day he had lost 2 magical wands and stepped on his turban, and with the matinee show at PT Flea's World Greatest Circus, with PT Flea's World's Greatest Circus about to begin, Gypsy knew she had to be on her toes. Do fleas have toes? I don't know. I just nearly got bitten on the toe by, I just trod on a snake as I was walking down the path. I jumped out my skin. It was only a little baby one. I walked on the path and the next thing I knew was something was underneath my flip-flop, and as I put my foot down I just saw the thing freak out and jump to bite me on the leg, and I don't know if it did. I've got any marks there? I don't think so, but I did. I nearly leapt into that water there. Not very brave, I can tell you. Right, next thing, ladies and gentlemen, Manny announced, and I'm not making that up, but it just happened. Manny announced, prepare to be stunned and amazed by the levitating, flaming and disappearing water torture chamber of death. Well, sort of like what I've just been through. You will watch as my lovely and talented assistant Gypsy climbs inside this chamber. Manny motioned towards the empty takeaway box at his side. I wonder what was in it. Takeaway box. A Chinese or an Indian? I fancy an Indian. Where I will bind her hands and feet, then I will fill the chamber with water, seal it, levitate it 5 inches off the ground and see it ablaze, and finally you will watch in awe as the chamber disappears before your very eyes. Dum dum dum! Manny and Gypsy had rehearsed the act, I can't see anything without glasses, thoroughly. Everything was planned down to the last detail, but if one little thing went wrong with the trick, Gypsy could be in big trouble. A lot like me with that snake bite. As it turned out, one little thing didn't go wrong. These 3 big things went wrong. First, Manny tied Gypsy's hands and feet together too tightly. Then he filled the chamber too high with water. Ooh, like Houdini. Finally, he locked the trapdoor. Together, he and Gypsy had rigged an escape hatch in the backside of the takeaway box. My backside's hurting. Once Manny sealed her inside, once Manny sealed her inside, I thought she sealed, never mind. Gypsy wriggled out of her bonds, opened the trapdoor, and unseen by the audience, my brolly's gone and my back's getting soaked, escaped from the chamber before Manny levitated it, set it on fire and made it disappear. Luckily, Gypsy hadn't left anything to chance, including bringing an umbrella, although I did, but it's fallen over. She had stowed a sharp shard of glass inside the box. She had leaned to hold her breath for 10 minutes. No one can hold their breath for 10 minutes unless you're a dolphin or a whale or anything else that lives in the sea that breathes air. Turtle, whales, dolphins, turtles and lots of other mammal type fish. She had stowed a sharp shard of glass inside the box. She had learned to hold her breath for 10 minutes, already said that, and she had put a release latch on the inside of the trapdoor just in case. Cheating. Manny forgot to leave it unlocked. Just in case Manny had forgot to leave it unlocked. Oh, silly old Manny. She was safely out of the chamber in 1 minute flat. So 10 minutes is a bit of overkill there. At the end of the trick, Manny called Gypsy in front of the audience. How did you do it, my dear? He asked dramatically. It was magic, she replied, with a smile and a sigh of relief. Hang on a sec. That's it, the end. So all that caterpillar, that cricket and that I thought that was something else with a with an eye. It's not. That's the turban on the cricket's head and the butterfly. So the butterfly and the cricket rigged up some rubbish magic trick, which turned out to just be holding your breath for a minute. Well, I could do that. Not if I was scared of jumping from that snake bite. I think it was a black mamba. Have I got bitten? He got me here, right on the foot. Like, not though, right on the bottom of the leg. You don't really see any more of my ugly legs. Hang on. Right, that was the end of that. Let me put this away. Bear with us. I'm getting drenched here. That was December the 13th, I think. Right, 14th, one or the other. Oh, I'm getting soaked. We're going to walk back. Let's see if we can see any thunder and lightning. The bar's open. I don't fancy sitting out there in that. Right, have we got any more thunderstorm, lightning? Right. We had it on the drive back. It was all right for about, where's that lock I get confused with? There you go. Right, putting the light on the path, because this is where that snake was. It was down here. Wasn't this bit, hang on a second. But that snake jumped out, it was here. Well, it didn't jump out, I trod on it. It was only a, well, I couldn't really see it. So it was here. So as I come around the corner here, I got to here, trod on it, it freaked out. So it might be around here somewhere, isn't it? It's most probably gone in the water again, isn't it? Oh, is that it? I think that's it. That's a wormaid. Right, it was definitely a snake. It was a black mamba, I'm sure of it. Or a python. It wasn't an anaconda, it wasn't that big. It's definitely big though, deadly. Felt like Steve Irwin, yeah, on. It might have been one of these. It might have been a twig. Let's see if we can find the culprit. No, there's no big twigs there. Nope. Right, enough of this waffle. I'm going to walk across the bridge, you can come with us. It was definitely a snake. It could have been that snake there that jumped out and bit me on the foot and made me jump. I won't, we're going over the bridge. Right, ooh. Wonder if it's in the alligators in here. There won't be, will there? No. That being said, would you dip your toes in there? Oh, I don't think so. I'll see if I can make it back alive through the jungle. Watching out for all the snakes. Especially that one. And anything else that's going to make me jump in my flip-flops. Oops, hang on a sec. We're losing the camera. Got to be extra careful. Oh, was that it? Nope. Right. I'm going to call it a night now. Thanks for watching. That was another shocking story by me. Kennedy Space Centre was a good laugh. Sorry this first story was a bit rushed, but I was rushing around trying to get everything done. The second one was hopefully better. Right, no more snakes. Right. I don't walk across the grass, I'm scared of what's in it. Might be alligators. Tiny ones ready to bite my toes off. Right, thanks for watching. Where's the apartment? Oh, it's back, it's down here. Here's the motor. That got us back. Ah, the driving over here when that monsoon tropical storm comes down. Your visibility on fast wipe goes down to nothing. So just following the brake lights of the following the rear lights of the car in front. That's what I meant. There's the car. Ooh, I like it. It's quick enough. Right. I'll call it a day. Thanks for watching this shocking episode of Vlogmas, and I will catch you tomorrow from Busch Gardens, I think. All right, cheers for watching. Later, dudes. Whoa.